It is Tuesday, but you are still in that conversation from Sunday. Everyone else forgot about it the next morning. You felt that argument 3 days later. You felt the silence after someone left the room. You felt the shift in someone's mood before they said a single word. And you wondered, why can't you just let things go the way everyone else seems to? Psychology has an answer. And it is not what most people think. 1. Their brain is literally wired differently. This is not sensitivity. This is not weakness. This is neuroscience. People who feel too much have a nervous system that processes everything more deeply. The colors are more vivid. The music hits differently. The small moments carry more weight. But so does the pain. Psychologists call this sensory processing sensitivity. And research shows that roughly 15 to 20% of the population has it. That means out of every 5 people you know, one of them feels the world at a completely different frequency. And they have spent their entire life wondering why they cannot simply turn it down. 2. They absorb other people's emotions without trying to. You walk into a room. Someone is pretending to be fine. Someone is hiding something heavy. Someone smiled but their eyes did not follow. You noticed all of it in seconds, without being told. This is called emotional contagion. And for people who feel too much, it is not a choice. Their brain automatically mirrors the emotional state of the people around them. Which means when you are sad, they feel it too. When you are anxious, something in their chest tightens as well. They carry emotions that were never theirs to carry. And the exhausting part, they often cannot tell the difference between what they feel and what they absorb from someone else. 3. They replay moments nobody else remembers. 3 days after a conversation. They are still in it. Not because they are overthinking. Because their brain recorded everything. The exact words. The tone. The pause before the answer. The way someone looked away at the wrong moment. And now it is running the whole thing back looking for something it might have missed. Psychologists call this emotional rumination. But here is what makes it different from ordinary overthinking. They are not replaying it out of anxiety. They are replaying it because something in that moment did not sit right. And their brain will not rest until it finds out what. 4. They feel guilt for things that were never their fault. Someone is having a bad day, and somehow, they feel responsible. A friend seems distant. They assume they did something wrong. A family member is struggling. They feel like they should fix it. A stranger looks sad on the street. Something in their chest aches for them. This is the part nobody warns you about. Feeling too much does not just mean feeling your own emotions deeply. It means feeling responsible for the emotions of everyone around you. And that weight is exhausting in a way that is almost impossible to explain to someone who does not feel it. 5. They are the most loyal people you will ever meet. Here is the part that changes everything. Because everything hurts more, they are more careful with other people's feelings. Because they know what it is like to feel deeply misunderstood, they listen in a way most people cannot. Because they have felt real pain, they will never intentionally cause it in someone else. People who feel too much do not just hear what you say. They hear what you cannot say. They show up when nobody else notices. They remember what everyone else forgets. They love in a way that leaves a mark. And the world is quietly better because they are in it, even if the world never told them that. 6. The thing they struggle with most is being told they are too much. Too sensitive, too emotional, too intense. They have heard it their whole life, from people who meant well, from people who did not. And somewhere along the way, they started to believe it, started apologizing for feeling, started shrinking themselves to fit into spaces that were never built for them. But here is the truth. They were never too much. They were just surrounded by people who did not know how to handle depth. Feeling everything deeply is not a flaw to fix. It is a way of experiencing life that most people will never understand, and even fewer will ever have. The same thing that makes you cry at a song on a random Tuesday afternoon is the same thing that makes you the person someone calls when the world falls apart. You were not made to feel less. You were made to feel everything. And that is not your weakness. That is your whole point. If this felt like finally being understood, subscribe. Because this channel exists for exactly that. See you next Sunday.